evening, everyone, and thank you for joining in. We are on A1R Psychic Radio, as well as Moonstruck TV and other platforms. It's been a crazy weather week here in Ontario, Canada. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but let's just say Mother Nature is acting up a little bit again. So, as some of you know, I am a psychic medium as well as a trance medium. We don't have time to do trance readings because we only have about 7 or 8 minutes for a reading here, typically for myself at least. But you can reach out to me on Instagram at any time if you're interested in speaking more and finding out more information about that. I'm more than happy to spend some time with you. We're going to be getting a caller. Like I said today, it's been a weird week here. Just waiting for my wonderful producer, Dave, to get someone on the line. And until then, we can speak about how has your energy been this week? Have you been sleepy? Have you been moody? Have you been emotional? The energies I have found this week have been quite interesting. Um, yeah, emotional would be probably the top for myself at least. And I have Karen who's calling in from California. Awesome. Bringing some great weather, I hope, Karen.
Yes, ma'am, we do.
Awesome to hear. How are you?
We're doing all right this evening, and yourself.
Great. Thank you. I'm just going to turn the volume up a bit so I can hear you better. Did you have anything in particular that you wanted for this evening, either psychic or mediumship?
Mediumship would be fine.
Mediumship is good. Okay. I'm immediately being greeted by a younger female energy. She has like a sister type of energy. So it could be a best friend that you considered a sister. It's not necessarily blood related or an actual sister. Um, do either of those resonate with you?
No,
Okay. Do you know if you have a sister or, sorry, a sibling that did not make it earthbound from your
I,
mom?
I am the oldest. I have two younger sisters, and as far as I know, that's all I have, unless there's
Okay.
something that I don't know.
No, okay. Okay. This energy is quite strong. She's presenting with a paternal feeling. So, uh, could be a cousin from your father's side because she's showing up on my paternal side. I will just give you the information that she's giving me. She is presenting, I want to say possibly in her 30s, long, straight, dark hair. It feels like it's dark brown. Um, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful girl. Dancing. She's saying that dancing is important. There's some type of schooling as well that I believe someone is having thoughts about, questions about whether they should pursue something in particular or continue their schooling. Does that make sense for either of your sisters, yourself, or any of your kids?
I enjoy dancing, and I teach special ed kids,
Okay. Okay.
but I don't have
Perfect.
any other sisters or brothers.
Okay. So, yep, she's
I don't come from a blended family. Unless my father did something that we don't know about, then I can't ask him. He's passed.
okay. Um, like I said, she's coming from the paternal side. She's coming in from your father's side, so it could be either a cousin, like I said, or uh, a step. Yeah, I'm not getting stepkids either. There's a paternal connection to it. Um,
So what?
Go ahead.
What is she trying to say? I mean, we could sit here and dance around who she might be, I with no idea. But what? Clearly, if she wants to come through, she's got something to say.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to ask her and see what she's saying. Continue the studies. There's something to do with schooling, continuing education to progress into a different. Um, I don't want to say level or grade. It's something different. So it could be either going
Progress
from a public
different
school
and
board.
progress in a different field.
Okay. Okay. So that makes
I'm
sense to you
hearing
then?
progressing in a different field is what I'm hearing.
Okay. She's very happy with the decision that you're going to make. She's saying that you're going to take a step back and look at it from a different perspective than you have been. She's showing me a single rose, and now the rose is being pinned on a male of older age. So he is slender. His face is quite gaunt, and I don't use that word. I'm not familiar with that word, so I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's the word I'm hearing. Um, and he's saying that he's very proud of you, and there's something to do with university. There's again, schooling is coming up with him as well. So the decisions that you're flipping back and forth with, it's the continuing of education. It would be to go towards that path.
Oh,
Does that
thank you.
resonate?
Well, it gives me a lot to think on.
Okay. We still have lots of time. They've been kind of quiet and quick. Did you have a psychic question that you wanted to ask, or anybody else on the other side that maybe that you would like me to invite in and see if they come?
If there's someone out there that would like to speak, I'm totally open to it. It's like
Okay.
I don't, I've got no expectations from the other side, but I do welcome it.
Okay. Now I'm getting a female on the maternal side, and it feels like a grandmother, possibly a great grandmother. The word rose is coming up again, so it could be rose is in her name or was her favorite flower or scent. Like I said, it's on the maternal side. And I'm seeing stars. So stars has significance in astrology. Somebody's big into astrology. They want to acknowledge whoever that is, that they are aware that they're into the astrology, they're smiling, that they're happy that this person is open to this other realm, let's just say, and to what is larger than what we know here on the earth plane.
Hmm.
Okay, does that resonate with you?
That's my belief.
Okay, okay.
And roses, my grandmother's favorite flower was roses, but I never knew her to be into stars or astrology. That's something that I'm like trying to undertake.
Yeah, no, no, it's not her that's in it. She's acknowledging the person that is open to it and actively doing it.
That,
So that would be
that
yourself
would
that you
be,
confirmed.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's very happy that you're doing this. She really is. She's saying, don't worry about what people are going to think. You're going to be open about this. You're going to be bringing this as a gift and possibly a service. You're going to be in like a business type of service in the future.
Mm.
And she is backing that 100%. She's smiling. She has a great big smile. There's going to be people that are going to question it. it's hokey, it's not real, I hear it, it's in the newspaper kind of column thing.
Yeah.
She's like, "Don't listen to them."
You've always got naysayers until it becomes a fad.
She's saying, "You've got this. You're going to be very strong in your position and your power. You believe it. You're not gonna listen to those that try to bring you down and tell you not to go, searching for the stars, because she's showing me a full galaxy of stars right now, and it's just absolutely stunning. I wish I could take this picture out of my head to show you. It's absolutely beautiful.
Mm,
So she's
that's
definitely with
beautiful.
you on this journey.
Well, tell her I say thank you for that message because I think that that's what ties back into what you said earlier about continuing education and progressing in a field.
Mhm. Okay.
And
That's
it's not a
awesome.
normal field. That's not a normal field that somebody else would just like go off and pursue because we're dealing with the woo woo.
Mhm. That's
So
what some
people
would
need to
say.
start understanding that people need to start understanding the woo woo isn't so woo woo.
That's right. There
My
was
my
woo woo
philosophy is
before.
my thing is astrology is your best friend because that's your map. That is your personal map. And if you could get sink into your astrology and understand who you are, what you stand for, all the way down to, I think the first gift you're given is your date of birth and your time of birth and your planet alignment. And when you understand what all that stands for, that is your first step of knowing and truly embracing who you are. And that's like the first step of taking navigating life because otherwise you're like out in the woods trying to figure out, what tree is what, so to speak. So
No,
I'm a big believer in astrology.
you worded
And
it
honestly,
perfectly.
I honestly wish they would bring this into the schools so the kids could understand that there's a bigger realm and who you are isn't always about here and now. It's all about what your destiny was meant to be. And you get that from your astrology.
That's right. I appreciate your input. Hopefully, I get to hear in the future how your business is doing and how everybody else is doing. Um, your grandmother's with you, this female figure, and your father is there. I would like to thank you again for calling in. Thank you, everyone, for watching myself. Peace, love, tranquility, healing on A1R Radio, Moonstruck TV, and of course, other platforms. I wish you all a safe and healthy weekend.